Good morning. Are you Luther Sharp?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Sharp was previously in court in cause number 25 DCCR 0916. Entered a plea of guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The agreement was for a cap of 15 years in prison and a dismissal in cause number 25 DCCR 0917. I've received the pre-sentence report, and have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor. I
Yeah,
have.
Sean, yeah.
Are there any additions or corrections to the pre-sentence report?
No, Your Honor, I would note for the court, we did receive a follow-up memorandum, after the PSI was created. The probation department was able to get in touch with the complainant in this case, and they echoed their agreement with the 15 years.
Okay. I don't see that I have that, but have you had an opportunity to review that?
I don't think I got that.
I received it on an email.
From probation?
Yes, sir.
Luther Sharp. But it's stating that the family
That the
is.
victim of the
victim
shooting,
is-
urged the full 15 years, Your Honor. They didn't
Okay.
agree on the deal.
All right, I also have received numerous letters that Mr. Vasquez has provided on behalf of Mr. Sharp. Mr. Nichols, were you given a copy of those?
I was, Your Honor.
And then, in addition, there are jail incident reports. We've talked about those in the past, and I have any updated ones. Have y'all had an opportunity to review that as well?
I have, Your Honor.
Yeah, Sean.
Okay, then, Mr. Vasquez, you may proceed.
Judge, it's just a typo on the first page under defendant's version. First sentence, first line. Then it says I got 2 bikes I got out of Louisiana. I'm sure the court could get that out of the context, but
Okay, they weren't trikes, they were bikes. I mean, there's such a thing. I think
Trikes.
they were trikes.
Excuse me.
I don't know what trikes are.
3-wheeled bike.
Ah. Well, then I withdraw my
Thank you.
typo correction. I beg your pardon. I should have known Justin doesn't make any mistakes. Judge, I know the court said you have all the support letters. I would just urge the court to sentence Mr. Sharp to something less than the 15-year cap.
Do you have a copy of this? Can you print him one? Give me just a second. I'm reviewing that updated, the memo. I want to make sure I've read that since it has the, interested party victims statement. I'll give you a copy too, Mr. Vasquez.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Vasquez?
There you are.
Mr. Nichols?
Your Honor, with his criminal history, urged the court to exercise the full 15 years under the agreement. I mean, that agreement, I think, reflects any consideration in an effort to, I mean, he did admit to it, and that's why, okay, it's lower than it would be otherwise. With his criminal history, he was looking at an habitual enhancement. He had not been off of parole, I think, for too very long, only the last few years. He was, last sentence expired in 2018. And by his own admission, he was doing cocaine, and caused a disturbance at the house when he was kicked out. So he shot the home, the resident of the home. I'm asking for the full 15 years.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Sharp, you're lucky you're not here on a murder over a bicycle tire.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you went over there with a gun, so it makes me feel like there was some amount of, I don't know if I want to use the word premeditation, but obviously some sense that you were going to cause issues or use that gun to show up just over somebody who was fixing a bike or a bicycle tire. Your last sentence was for 20 years. You received a 30-year sentence back in the 90s. I mean, you've been in and out of prison since probably you were a young man. And the nature of this offense and what now this man has to live with based on the injuries that you caused. I mean, he was, when I say it's lucky it's not murder, it's not like you shot at him, you hit him twice. So to me, your intention was not just to stop him, but to unfortunately, I mean, this is just not the way to deal with an argument over a bicycle tire. Is not to shoot somebody.
He tried to throw me out of his house.
Well, it's his house. He has a right to throw you out of his house. If you go to somebody's house and you start causing issues, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if he had your bicycle tire and he wouldn't give it back to you. If that's the case, you leave and you call the police, but you don't go to somebody's house, cause problems, they try to kick you out of their house, and then you shoot them.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see how crazy that sounds when I say it out loud?
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and find you guilty of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Sentence you to a term of 15 years in the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Corrections. There will be an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I've also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. And I'm not real sure why a felon in possession of a firearm case wasn't filed against you also, because obviously you are a convicted felon and shouldn't have had a firearm in the first place. But I'm required to read this to you. But so because of the judgment, you're ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Vasquez. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff, and it looks like we've got you running today.
Yeah.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will truthfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No.
It's not about anything.
Anything, bro.
We did it, Basil.
And this is the only one you're down here on, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll get this one taken care of and get you back. Indictment.
He does.
Mr. Lazo, in clause number 25, DCCR 1423, you're charged with the first degree felony of aggravated robbery from May 25th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Safe.
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with?
Safe.
Yes.
I have here on this tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with your attorney, with the interpreter?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
Entiendo el papeleo que le explicamos.
Sí.
Yes.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Una apelación en su caso.
Sí.
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement that judgment up to me,
Decir que yo debo de hacer la decisión de su sentencia.
and as long as I give you 15 years or less,
Es que yo le dé 15 años o menos.
you're giving up that right to appeal. Do you
No va a
understand?
poder apelar. ¿Sí entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
You have an absolute right to have a
Sí, tiene
jury
derecho.
come determine two things.
De tener un juicio y que vengan a determinar dos diferentes cosas.
The first would be to
La
determine if
primera
you're
sería-
guilty or not.
Que ellos determinen si es culpable o no.
And then you could leave your punishment up to that jury if
Y
they
luego
found you
el
guilty.
Jurado y lo encuentre culpable.
And if we go forward this way, you're waiving that right.
Pero si se
And is
ven
that
de
what you
esta
want to
manera,
do?
dice, entonces no va a poder tener un jurado y yo soy la que debería pensar.
Sí.
¿Sí entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you also understand if you're not a US
Que si no
citizen,
es ciudadano
that
americano,
a plea of guilty or no contest
que
may
declararse
result in your
culpable o
deportation,
culpable puede resultar en una deportación,
exclusion from admission to the
sin volver a
country,
entrar al país,
or denial of naturalization under federal law?
negar que pueda recibir sus papeles?
Sí.
Yes.
State tenders number one,
No objection, Judge.
it's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Lazo is not competent?
No, Judge.
Sí, ahí deben ser usted.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily.
Declarando culpablemente por su propio
Find
decisión.
that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. To find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so the probation department can do a pre-sentence report, and that'll give you more information, give me more information about you and your case,
sobre usted y su caso.
and then we'll come back later for sentencing.
Vamos a venir a sentencia.
Anything that you think is important for me to know,
Cualquier cosa que usted piense que es importante.
get that
que ella
information to
sepa,
Mr. Lewis,
pase la información
and he'll
a
present it
su
to me on your
abogado,
behalf when we
y
come
él me
back.
lo va a presentar cuando regresamos.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Burge. And if you'll just real quick, I think probation is probably gonna hand him a piece of paper if you'll just make sure he
Yes,
does
ma'am.
it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.